Hello there! Hey everybody, Ketwolski here, checking in with another one of our hashtag Star Trek discussions videos. Today we're going to be doing something kind of unique. As you can see, I'm starting to piece together the new recording studio. Not everything is finalized, but in order to finalize it, I have to begin the unboxing, a nice unboxing, a classic unboxing of my Picard Borg Cube artifact. This is the ATX case, the actual computer case that is made by CherryTree. I ordered this thing, gosh, back in March of this year. So I've been waiting for this thing for quite a while. Obviously, COVID caused some issues with it getting here, and then I moved, so then it was stuck in Virginia, and then I had to get shipped here, and then FedEx put it at the wrong house, then I had to find it. It was a whole disaster. But we are here now. It's exciting, and we're going to go through these little bits and pieces as I start to pull things out. There's obviously going to be a lot of time jumps here because I have not actually unboxed this yet, so there's going to be a lot of packaging and stuff like that. So bear with me through that. We'll jump through it. We'll fast forward through whatever we got to do. I've never done an unboxing before, so this is kind of a unique thing, so let's do it. Okay, so right as you open up the actual shipping box, right on top of it is this really beautiful Borg Cube Artifacts blueprint poster. So this is actually wrapped up in this nice little plastic here. We're going to go ahead and bust it out so that way we can actually check it out. And this guy, of course, is going to be framed on my wall behind me once I actually get a picture frame for it. But this guy right here is just a simple blueprint of the Borg Cube artifact from the show. Again, this is from the Picard show. All of this stuff is provided by CherryTree. This was all included with the packaging that I purchased, which I thought was kind of cool. So yeah, doesn't really have anything too specific on here. It's got some kind of, generic kind of blueprinty stuff on there, but it does have a fully detailed, very detailed look of the Borg Cube itself from the show, which I really appreciate, and I think this looks really cool. Okay, the next thing that you find inside the box after you remove, I don't know, probably 5,000 packings peanuts is this lovely little sweater right here. We're gonna pull it out, but this does relate back to the cards that Ramda was using to kind of tell the whole story of the Destroyer of Worlds to Daj, who was on board, or was it Soji? I don't remember anymore, who was on board the Picard Cube when she was describing, what her role was and that she was an android and all stuff like that. This has to do with the cards, the Dueling Sisters, the Destroyer of Worlds cards. That's what this sweater is based off of. So let's go ahead and get this guy open. All right, so here we are looking at this guy here. So the background design, which you can see very clearly here, is the two sisters that we saw from the cards, which is very, very cool. Highly detailed, very colorful, very vibrant. I like this color. I don't know how the color is going to actually show up on the camera, but it is like a very light brown, almost orangish color. And that's kind of goes with this, Romulan style font here that we have here. And then of course the front of the sweater has another similar logo. Again, from the show that we saw inside of Star Trek Picard. I got the medium version of this sweater. It looks like it'll fit me, but we'll go ahead and put this on at another time. So I'm very excited about this as well. Okay, so now the main event. This box is covered in some weird, I guess, shipping strength tape. So I've got my handy dandy knife here, and we're going to cut everything up. Apparently this box is rather super warped, I think from sitting in storage for so goddamn long. And it just broke my knife. The knife has been broken. And it is of course only now that I realize that the bottom of this box is what's supposed to open, and the top itself is supposed to stay on because it's supposed to be, I guess, like this fun design. So that was great. Broke my knife for no reason. Okay. All right. So here is the actual box. I'm going to flip this around so you guys can kind of see the front of it. It's actually really kind of cool. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully it focuses in. I can't see my camera from here. But on the front it says Federation's Customs Clearance Stamp, which is really cool. Then it has a United Federation of Planets museum logo down there in the little corner. And then actually burned onto it, and actually it's on all of the sides of the entire box, is the La Sirena logo from the La Sirena ship from Star Trek Picard. And this box has actually got some weight to it. This is what the Borg Cube was sitting inside of. So this guy, I don't know how I'm going to incorporate this guy into any kind of video background or something like that. It's definitely going to be sitting somewhere in this room, but I'm not quite sure where. Also, what's fun here is on this side here, it has the actual encryption here, or the, I guess you could say the, not the encryption, but the inscription of Star Trek Picard, and it says Limiters Collector's Edition Borg Cube box, and it's got some kind of generic information there, and it's by CherryTree and all that stuff like that. So again, really well done. I love this box. It is super cool. I really enjoy this thing. In fact, I would have probably just ordered the daggone crate just because it's actually like a really fun little prop. Okay, so now we have arrived. I see the Borg Cube. You can't see it yet. I have to take it out of its fun little plastic wrapping here, which is going to be fun with my broken knife. Oh. Okay, and here it is. I've actually got it in my hands. This is the first time I've actually held it in my hands. It is much bigger than what I expected. Remember, this is a computer case. So this whole bad boy actually has all of the computer kind of component exposure pieces here on the rear, where you're able to put all your cards. The fan is obviously already kind of sitting in there as well, and obviously the power supply piece would go sitting right up here. But let's flip it around here. The detailing on the front, on the top, or I guess the side, I don't know how you want to talk about it, is really well done. This has got some serious weight to it. I love all of these little kind of little bits and bobs that they added onto here. It makes me feel like they maybe did this by hand or what, but there's like a brushed finish on all the little pieces. It looks very worn in a lot of ways, which is really cool. Now we're gonna flip around to the front. And so these panels right here, this panel, oh, over here, this guy actually lights up, and this is actually going to display a fun little color in here, and then there's another one down here in the corner that will also display another fun little color once the whole thing is kind of set up. And there's actually, you know, a lot of detailing in the entire thing. This is really cool. This was quite expensive. I'm not even going to front, and it was even more expensive if you got the entire thing built the way it was supposed to be built. But I really just wanted this case because eventually I'm going to build a brand new computer, and I figured why not get one of these really cool collector's items to kind of put that inside of there once I actually decide to do that. My laptop that I'm still using, it's sitting right here on the table, is pretty good still so far, but I know it's probably got another year or so left before it finally craps out on me. So this guy here is going to be the evolution. So if you stick around on the channel and you subscribe to it, you will see this thing fully functional at some point in the near future.
Many hours later.
And there she is, folks. I'm not suggesting that that just took an enormous amount of time to figure out how lighting works, but I will say this, I am now technically a certified electrician, so I'm just saying. No, really, I just took a little while to kind of figure out how everything kind of connected and worked, and I got everything working now. I had to figure out how the little color remotes work because you can do all sorts of different little fun colors with it. I don't know if it'll work from this direction here, but I can change the colors around, make us go red alert, and then of course the other piece, the actual glass piece, has a separate remote, but it all comes with an app, which I'll be able to connect later on and get that rolling there. But it is sitting back there right now. That's not necessarily going to be the final resting place for it because it does look like it's going to fall at any minute, which it just might, so hopefully this house doesn't start rocking. But yeah, it looks really great. It feels really great. I opened up the entire thing, started plugging all this stuff up. It was really cool inside of there. Definitely going to be very easy for me to install my computer part components once I actually get to that point. But like I said, I just wanted to showcase this for you guys and gals. I thought this thing was really cool. When it went on sale, I picked it up as fast as I possibly could, which is AKA right after my tax return came back. And I bought it, and I really wanted it. And so I was very excited. It's a limited run. They only made about 60 or so of these, so I wanted to get my hands on it. And it's really awesome. I really do enjoy it quite a bit. It's much larger than I expected, I guess you could say, but I did really enjoy it. And I like the fact that I can just change the colors and make them be whatever it is that I want. I think it's kind of cool. So anyways, guys and gals, that does wrap up my weird unboxing video. I know I don't really do a lot of these, so these are kind of weird and strange, but again, just wanted to share this with you guys. So why don't you throw up your comments up down below of where you think I should store this thing? What do you think I should do with that giant wooden crate? And do you like it? Do you think it's as cool, or do you think it was a huge waste of money? Probably a huge waste of money. But go ahead and let me know what you think down in the comments below, and we'll go ahead and get the conversation started. Live long and prosper, my trickies!